Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Gamer and we are playing Hearts of Iron 4 as the Empire of Japan. Just in the last episode we have landed in the United Kingdom with the heavy use of I think about 6 nuclear bombs. We have managed to gain a foothold at Liverpool and Manchester, have expanded that a little bit. We are now bringing in reinforcements, so that is hopefully going to go on well enough. What are you doing? Okay, you're coming up here. Okay. Yeah. We are bringing up new forces into here. We will be pulling out some of our marines. So these marines currently defending Manchester. I've just assigned them on an attack over here towards Glasgow, towards the Scottish Highlands, to potentially open another front up there. And what I do want to do, I think, is use these 6 marines and try to do a counterattack up here, because I think these forces are mostly very weak. So we might have a shot doing this. We should also use one of you to do a pinning move against these guys up there. But the problem is they are mostly very weak. All of their reserves are, but their primary troops over here, these 4 divisions actually that they can commit to battle, are pretty strong and are fully organized and all of that. So it's maybe not the most helpful action that we have there. I do think what we could try to do though is open another front into here. Hopefully expand the front line a little bit so that they have to commit some of their low organization troops. On the other hand, our troops are also extremely low on organization at this point. Even these guys up here, down in this province, are struggling quite a bit. And their organization isn't recovering quite as quickly as I would like to. Just mostly because of the low organization here, which of course we have caused by our nuclear bombs pretty much ourselves. So yeah, we don't really have anyone else to blame for that, unfortunately. Can I get one of you to commit an attack over here as well? No, that is, the connection goes up that way. Okay, interesting. Well, at least we are having 5 divisions on the front line, whereas they only have 4. We are pulling back these marines, that's good. They should ship out of Liverpool soon. Yeah, we are vastly out-damaging their forces up here. I'm not sure that's sufficient, so in the defense we are usually doing fine. It's just the offense that's really hard over here to properly reflect. Let's bring a couple of reinforcements from our side as well, just so that we can break them as soon as these primary divisions fail, because again, all of these reserves here have so low organization that, yeah, we might be winning that fight actually, so that is certainly very good to see. I think this AA unit should really not attack over there anymore, because it is nearly out of organization. Right, likewise you should potentially go back to Liverpool. We'll probably lose that area up here, but I think that's going to be alright. As long as we capture this area, I think I'll be fairly happy with that result. So yeah, you guys should be shipping out, and that should reduce the supply issues at least a little bit. And again, we are building up the port in Liverpool as we go ahead, so that should be getting better and better. Okay, we are now defending. Our marines are, to be more specific, but we are getting reinforcements in, so hopefully they will come into the fight fairly soon. And at that point I hope that we are killing off their divisions quite quickly. Good. All in all, that does look fairly nice though, in particular since that does mean that this little bit of Liverpool is not under attack anymore. And that again does allow our infrastructure to come back online a little bit more easily. Okay, so we should extend the front line of the Green Army and reduce that of the Marines, so that you guys do know that this is your responsibility. Good. Okay, so that attack was going fairly well. That means we can use these 5 divisions up here and use them for maybe some other attacks, potentially including some more attacks from Belfast into these adjacent regions. So up here, and do at least 3 divisions, and then another one from Belfast up into this area, just so 3-2, yeah, I think that's fine. Let's pick one more. One more, maybe you? Yeah. And you'll be part of this attack, okay. So yeah, that should allow us to withdraw a couple of forces. And again, just make it a little bit easier for our guys. Right, Leeds is defended fairly strongly. This area up here in Yorkshire isn't though. So that would be a potentially nice move up there. We are currently only defending with one unit up here. And you know what, we can pull these guys all the way down here. So that now we have a fairly consistent line. Up here we are mostly being pushed back, but that is alright. My main concern is actually building up the infrastructure here. 15th of July, 3 days. And Lancashire needs to further develop its port. Yeah. We are trying to build up ports in various of these other regions, but as long as we are being attacked over there, that is a little bit frustrating. Okay, this area in Yorkshire, this is mountains, so that's notoriously difficult for us to manage. Could bring in our mountain troops, although I'd most likely have you actually not got this piece, but let's say Northern Ireland, so that you can get to Scotland quite quickly. Good. Down here in Manchester, we are pushing them back, it appears. So shall we attack over here? They have what? I'm slightly concerned about the organizational level of these guys. They do seem to be fairly strong, and we should first and foremost reinforce that position, so yeah. Well, that being said though, I think we can definitely try to make a push up here. It is mountainous terrain, so it is definitely going to be difficult, and I underestimated that even a little bit, so let's commit more forces here. But yeah, we might just be able to break them. They have actually low supply, that's good to see. And if we can break them, that would, again, make Liverpool so much better off. An ace, that's certainly nice to see. Can I try to break into anything down here? I kind of expect that we will not be able to do that. Even though they are attacking again and again and again, and just seems so wasteful from their side. Yeah, all in all, we're doing fine over here, I think. Their organization is really low, so we might just be able to kick them out just like that. And that's nice, because again, that makes this northern situation so much better. Right, construction going on. Alright, at least we are building up the port. None of these other ports are making any significant progress. We have sunk some convoys. Oh no, the Brits actually have sunk some convoys over here. Because we are trying to attack the... what's it, the Azores? Yes. I think they must have been given to them by some event or something. Because normally they do belong to Portugal, of course. Right. So, very strong presences down here. Might be able to push against them. So again, this is part of Birmingham. And this Sheffield area has been nuked, so that is there's a fairly significant enemy presence up there. We should be able to win this. At least if we do get some reinforcements. But yeah, there we go. Fine, fantastic, good stuff. Supply still not great. How are our airplanes looking? We've got 18 air supplies, so we are losing some of these guys. And we are losing them fairly quickly, I'm afraid, so that is definitely a production we should prioritize a little bit, I'm afraid. So yeah, what are you? US strategic bombers? We do have a couple of you, so we might as well reduce that a little bit. And you know what? I think we can just reduce this up to the point that we're committing 50 transports, so that's 1 per day. And hopefully that's gonna be sufficient to resupply us up here. Good, okay. These 3 Marines then. What can we do with you? I'm mindful whether we can't attack into Cardiff maybe, or Bristol even. Okay, so from Dublin to Bristol. That's fine. 3 divisions. Let's make that 6 divisions. So you'll be pulling off from here. That's fine. We do have more divisions up here. Yeah, and all in all I think we are fine. It would be extremely tempting though to cut off their position up here. Can we do so? Whom have we got over here? That's a little bit difficult to see. We have 4 divisions. Let's try this attack. And let's forget about that as quickly as possible. Stop it. Okay, yeah, they will be shuffling so many troops through there. It will be extremely hard to make any positive gain there. Although, I do see a possibility to attack over here. 70%, that doesn't look too bad. But they are extremely well dug in. Well, some of them have really low organization, so we might be able to kick them out of this mountain province here in northern England. And these attacks down here really need to stop. We do need to develop an approach to take care of that, because yeah, it's really tempting to, well, at least let's use 4 divisions or so and attack into here. Let's see whether that does any good. So it's a very limited combat width, but they are doing much better than we are. Still, it might mean that they are not attacking down here, or does it? They're doing so much better than we are. Yeah, okay, that doesn't go anywhere. Right, at the very least we are expanding up here, so that's nice. Yeah, and I think we have beaten them back, so that again is pretty good. And you should potentially all defend over here. Are you? Yeah, you are. And you're doing fairly good, I think, so they should stop this silly attack very soon. Good. Good approach over there. So that does leave 3 units up here, so let's take them and ask them to... Wait, what? Let's use 3 of our Marines from Dublin towards Cardiff then. And that I think is fine. How does it look down here? So we have in fact captured that. How about this area? Oh, come on. How about this area? That too belongs to the United Kingdom. Okay, so one of you needs to come from here. Okay, so it is one region. Okay, no, but I'm the controller. Okay, fine. So you guys also try to get Cardiff at some point in the future. Yeah, and they've lost a couple of things. That's alright. There's a radar station down there. We do have 3 military factories. Well, that's nice to see. I think we will refill them on the mechanized infantry. That should be okay. And I think we are buying a lot of steel, so let's actually stop that if we don't need it. Although I'm not sure why we don't need... Oh, probably because... Yeah, probably because we have conquered bits and pieces of the United Kingdom. And of course Northern England should be fairly rich in steel, shouldn't it? Yeah, a little bit. Mostly over here. It's not the reason why we started over here with our invasion. It's still nice to see. So we are seeing the Marines coming back online over here. They are building up their equipment, so that's good. Supply situation, it's getting better. 34 out of 37. And yeah, the repair of the infrastructure, it's going negatively. 21st, so we should see more ports next on the next day, as in tomorrow. Okay, you are attacking up here. Let's try to reinforce that attack. I have a lot of motorized divisions up there. okay. Can we break through anywhere? I very much doubt it. Sheffield might be a tempting target. 7 land forts though. That's a lot. I think we will need to wait for our Marines to... Did you see that? They have 23 divisions up here in Lanark. That's an enormous amount of reserves that they have got over here. And our efforts to build up ports aren't really going that great. We can't even build anymore. Could try to attack into Sheffield. Could try attack into here. Again, it's level 7 fort. There's no point doing that. Have we any further forts or something that need to be repaired? Yes, we do. I think it would make sense to build up our... At the very least in Lancashire, build up a couple of forts. But again, the most important things is the infrastructure and then all of this stuff. We would have another nuke if we wanted to strike them again. I think this area up here would be a good target. Again. I'd mostly like to attack down here, but we are constantly being pushed. Constantly. Okay, let's try to take that with 2 divisions. 3 divisions up here. 31%. Yeah, we're really not doing enough damage. Well, we might as well try. Under a naval battle. We've sunk 2 Norwegian submarines. In here. And another one. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Won't complain about that. I really want to push them out of there. And we've got the electric torpedo. That's interesting and nice. I don't think there's that much more that we do want to get in the naval category. In the support category, we have all of these support units that we want. Potentially military police, but I think the anti-tank gun launcher would be fairly good for us as well. If only we could cut them off in the north, I think that would really blunt their advance. But yeah, the situation down here really is terrible. And you know what, so let's draw an offensive line with you, all of you in fact. Split off half of you and at least try and attack 25%, and they are doing a lot more damage than we are. Yeah, this is no good. 24, yeah, we're really losing quickly there. It's bloody good. Okay, let's take 4 divisions into here. Because I think they are fairly low on organization, so we might be able to kick them out faster than they can reinforce. It's only this one division really that would be a problem. But yeah, we're really not doing enough damage against them. Could attack with more force into there. Yeah, but this is developing into a stalemate situation. Or at least the organization is alright. Yeah, but the repairs of these forts have such high priority. We only always have a couple of days before they attack again. But we did manage to beat them back over there, so that is very nice, isn't it? Right, let's take 2 of you and you to attack into here then. At the very least to pin them down, but potentially also to develop something over there. And we will withdraw 4 forces towards here. 33 only. Yeah, but we have an enormous amount of power there. 94%. 53. Come on. Doing more damage than they are here, so that's nice. 87. Come on. Just beat them back. There we go. And you're still advancing against this target? Probably only once you're not being attacked from over here. But yes, as long as they only have a few divisions... Ooh, 4%. That doesn't look too great. 9%? Come on, reinforce, otherwise we're screwed. 5%. It's really not great. We need more forces over here, but I don't think we can move them there. As long as you need to come up there, my friend. This is a bloody fight. You can see against the United Kingdom we have 65,000 troops. It's not that bad. But we have pushed up a little bit over here. We are being counterattacked down here. Although I think we are easily out-damaging them. That's nice. You are defending this. You are coming down there to defend over here. If we could hold this, that'd be great. Also would be great to finish off this attack down here. Yeah, but we are not able to do that, so let's stop that and let's ask 3 fresh divisions to attack in a second once we have repelled that attack and the follow-up. This is going much better now. 3 divisions attack freshly into here, beating back the enemy nicely and squarely. So that's great, and we have somewhat established ourselves over here. Although these 2 divisions have extremely low organization for now. At the very least, as soon as we are not being constantly under attack over here, we might be able to build up the infrastructure. At the very least, a little bit. Okay, a lot of movement down here. You guys are fine. And all in all, yeah, very nice supply situation actually, so that's good to see. We really need to get this province of the West Midlands as well. Let's first try to capture this though and establish the new front line somewhat more consistently. Yeah, you should be able to kill them easily if you can in fact advance. Problem is that they are always attacking us, so that means that we have a very hard time moving troops through here and reinforcing this position. And they are constantly attacking us with fresh troops. Okay, you are moving up. Okay, so let's take all of these stationary troops and counterattack. It's not going to go great, but it just might be able to outflank them at least a little bit. Okay, and we have finished our move into there, so that's nice. You're going here. Are you being counterattacked? You are from Birmingham, but yeah, and it seems like we have beaten them back, even though they have very much superior numbers. But we were able to out-damage them in the short term, and that's a very legitimate way of attacking, I feel. Okay, let's try the same here with Sheffield. The further we can push out, the better it will be, because we will be able to conduct some strikes over there. Yeah, these guys are not quite as exhausted though. Things up here generally seem to be fine. We can move up at least a little bit, I think. Very light presence down here. Good presence over here though. Yeah, and just look at the amount of divisions that they have got. We really need to push over here, I feel. But it's such a difficult place to attack. Okay, and you know what? You guys need to hold out for a second. I don't think it's wise to continue this attack. 95%. So the supply situation, how does it look? It's looking fairly good, I have to say. So what we might actually want to do then is take a look at the strategic map mode and limit us to no more than 10 supply aircraft. And that, I think, should reduce the attrition that we are taking in that regard at least a little bit. Do we want to push against this province in Wales? Not too sure. Any further infrastructure repairs or anything? Just a couple of forts, which I'll be happy to repair. We are building up a trans-Asian highway, I would say. You can have a look at the infrastructure over here. So ultimately, of course, we are looking at a Cold War against the Germans, so we want to be prepared for that. Also have quite a couple of rocket bases in various locations. We should actually have some of them over here. So you, and you. Your job is going to be to attack London with strategic bombing. And I guess we could try to target... There's nothing that we can target that explicitly reduces their chance of surrendering, does it? Or increase their chance of surrendering. 20%, that's really not great. We really need to capture London. We really need to cut off these guys in the north, I feel. Do we have any chance of doing that? Let's take half of you and half of you. And maybe attack into here. 63%. We might just be able to take that. That would be an extremely good win. 65, 66. Looking good. They're starting to lose a little bit of their combat width. They're starting to lose all of their reinforcements. That's great. Probably moving in from Newcastle. Some reinforcements, but I think we will be able to win this. Come on, come on. Yeah, there we go. Potentially another attack soon. But that already is great. You guys, can you advance into Manchester? I feel that's a little bit lightly guarded for now. All of these things down here are fine. Problem is, with so many troops from the UK, it's very hard to put them in disarray. You very rarely have any situation where at any particular point they would be having any supply issues or any issues with having too few troops in any particular location. So it's not really how we seem to be progressing against them. But yeah, this should be a nice win if we can take this problem up here. Okay, as we expected, there's another wave of defenders, but they have extremely low organization, so they should fall fairly rapidly. I think they are trying to pull back a lot of troops now via strategic redeployment, but that shouldn't work too long for them. I mean, they are probably withdrawing in that direction, but yeah, there we go. Okay, great. Your job is going to be up here. So let's remove this, and that is a little bit of a cleaner approach, I think. Right. Good. Very good, actually. So I think we will be able to hold on here. So that should be okay. You guys are also going there and defending, so that's nice. Can we in fact maybe take Newcastle? Or these mountains? Let's try to take Newcastle. Bring up 4 divisions over here. Yeah, nice. Very good. Lots of divisions over here. So if we had some way of maybe even advancing down here, we might be able to overrun them to some extent. How are we doing up here? Great. Okay, you have been beaten back, that's alright. Also, someone being beaten back over there. 2 divisions moving up there. Can we move one of you down here? I think this is a fairly hot location to hold on to. Might actually bring up another army up here. So yeah, let's take the 4th Japanese army. And your job is going to be... Yes, we are aware to have a front line up over here somewhat in the northern area. And advance towards Leeds and Hull. Very limited attack plan. But I think we can do with some more supply. Or we can supply some more units, is what I mean to say. And that should allow the Green Army to focus a little bit towards this down here. You can stop that attack, it's a little bit pointless. You're doing alright. Sheffield will not be able to take that. Not least due to the land fortifications there. But yeah, all of these troops up here in the north, I think, are doomed. 7 divisions up here. 3 up here. Yeah, Newcastle will fall as well, so that's nice. Good. Are the Violet troops coming over? Yes, they are. Nice to see. Do we have anyone else down here? We have not, so maybe it's time to bring up someone else. The 2nd Fast Army. Yeah, you know what? Let's ask you to be guarding that area and not this area anymore. And will you be moving by railroad? You will be, through all of Germany and over there. Okay, that's fine. Why not? Good! That being said, so we have managed to cut off England, or Scotland, this part of England. We have managed to cut off England in half, separate all of Scotland from the UK. We should actually look at our submarines and ask our submarine fleet to not do this anymore, but rather do convoy raiding in the North Sea. And you gentlemen can do convoy raiding over here. Except for you, you'll continue to do some naval exercises. Good. So that should stop the UK from supplying any of these northern provinces. You can see that they still have an enormous beehive of troops. So we'll need to fight our way through that. We do have another nuke, although I want to use that somewhat selectively and see what we can do in the end. But yeah, things aren't going too badly for us. So let's see whether we can beat them. Looking forward to see you guys next time. Bye bye.